Gabby Agbonlahor, we are reunited, except we're kind of not, are we? Because you're not in the studio with me, you're in your bed.
Half reunited we are.
Yeah, semi-reunited.
Good to see you back though, Faye.
Thanks very much. Well, it's good to be back. I've missed you. I've spent the last 3 months literally wetting myself at home at the amount of fans you manage to wind up on a daily basis every time you're on talkSPORT. Always makes me chuckle. And I presume today is going to be no different.
Sometimes, Faye. The truth hurts sometimes.
Go on, give me your initial thoughts on the third round today.
I think some interesting results, you look at the standout one is obviously Newcastle, and the way I look at it is that it's a very worrying time for Newcastle. Today they had 23 shots, no goals against the League One side. Callum Wilson is out for 2 months. That's eight Premier League games. 1 win in 28 games for Newcastle. If I'm a Newcastle fan, I'm very worried because it's okay bringing in Trippier, but he can only provide crosses to players that can put it in the back of the net. Today, 23 shots, no goals. It just shows that they have to replace Callum Wilson. They can't wait for him to come back and have 9-10 games left. They need to get a striker in as soon as possible. Well, it's okay getting the defenders in. They need a striker ASAP. At
least they have the opportunity in terms of it being January and the money as well. But, these kind of things could happen at the beginning of February and then they're completely stuffed if they hadn't done that. But Eddie Howe has said he's devastated for the fans, over 50,000 of them at St James's Park. We will hear from the manager later on in the show. Apparently, the Newcastle owners went into the dressing room after the match, but Eddie Howe said it was supportive and appreciated by the team, and the amount of supporters inside St James's Park, Eddie Howe said, motivates him to repay their faith and support by winning games very soon. But it has to be very soon, doesn't it?
Right. I reckon the owners went in there and said to them, sit down, listen carefully, wake up. To all them players, to the coaching staff, wake up. Like, we're investing a lot in this football club. We're going to bring in some new players to help you, give you a hand, but you have to wake up. Newcastle should not be losing to Cambridge today. Had a very strong side out, and they should not be losing that game. The Newcastle owners will be saying to them, wake up, you need to win your next game. Not, okay, we're going to leave it till we get 3-4 more players in. Their next game is a must-win. The game after that is a must-win. And don't get me wrong, if they get in the right players, I fancy Newcastle to stay up. I really do, and I mean that, because Watford, for me, are the poorer team, and they're not going to have the funds to bring in quality like Newcastle can. So as long as Newcastle get the right players in, I do fancy them to stay up.
Now, when you say wake up, what do you mean from the players? Because talkSPORT have been running a story with reports in St James's Park that Kieran Trippier went round with Eddie Howe and the coaching staff and a small selection of players applauding the fans, congratulating the Cambridge players as well, but a load of the players disappeared down the tunnel and Kieran Trippier was unsuccessful trying to get them back out to applaud the fans. Is this what you mean by wake up, realise why you're there, what you're being paid to do?
Yeah, just wake up in the way of your performances. Today was the perfect game to go out there against a team that you should be scoring goals against. Go and get your confidence up. St Maximin, Shelvey, Willock, Fraser. Go and get yourself some goals today. Go and put in a performance which you can take into your next Premier League game as confidence. Now, where's their confidence going to be for their next Premier League game? A sold out St James's Park. The fans are doing their bit. The fans should be fuming at the team today, and we've seen it in recent weeks. The likes of Ronaldo walking straight down the tunnel. No matter the result, you have to clap your fans. They're the reason you will stay up this season.
Just to play devil's advocate,
will be the reason.
Just to play devil's advocate a little bit, do you think there'll be some fans thinking, do you know what? We probably don't need a cup run this season. We need to be concentrating on staying in the Premier League first and foremost, and this would be a distraction.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I understand that, but I understand as well that when you've got a squad of players under 23s. You can put out a weaker side in the cup competitions and still go far. He didn't even have to play the strong team that he played tonight, but he played it because maybe the club, the owners, they want a cup run as well. They know they're going to bring in extra numbers to help them go along. The next round of the FA Cup is probably a month away, so they know it's not as if you're playing every week in the FA Cup. You got time to get new players in. So disappointing, and when you got 50,000 fans turn up, they expect a run in the FA Cup, especially when you play in the League One side, you know. So very frustrating for Newcastle. And when you look at the stats, you know, 1 win in 21 games, you know, they're lucky that Watford are so poor, especially defensively, that Watford could be worse than Newcastle, and Newcastle stay up just within a few points because Watford are so poor.
They've got a poor record in the FA Cup as well. It's the 15th time in 16 seasons they've been knocked out in either the third or fourth round. So maybe some of those fans would have wanted to see a run. They certainly
You have to give Cambridge credit, though. Let's give Cambridge a lot of credit.
100%,
definitely.
because this is what always tends to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is everybody looks at the big team, the Premier League team that's knocked out, and talks about the negative side of it. But absolutely fantastic from Mark Bonner and his side to do that. And do it so impressively as well, I would say, you know, to hold on for that long, and not even hold on. They were a very decent side. I've got lots of friends who are Cambridge United fans. Big up to Max Rushton, by the way, as well, who will be delighted. And a lovely man called Andy Ivey I used to work with at Sky News, who are massive Cambridge fans. And these are the kind of days that fans really, really love and deserve.
Yeah, and you just see the reactions after the games of the upsets today, and that is what the FA Cup's about, you know. Before the games started today, I'm thinking, I wish it was Premier League on. You know, you missed the Premier League, didn't you? But maybe because I've been privileged to play in the Premier League, and you're excited to get the relegation battle back on, the top 4 race back on. But when you see the highlights today of the games and the reactions of the teams that are winning and upsetting the bigger clubs, it does make you refresh your memory of like the FA Cup, what it means to everyone in football, and the way Cambridge are celebrating after the game. You know, their fans in the stadium, travelling home, fair play to them, and financially as well. What it's going to add during COVID times. You know, a lot of teams short of money, so I'm happy for them, definitely.